Hi Vidi, welcome to Tamperix White Magic Spells. Let's see what are the messages. You have to see the other channel today. It is beautiful. You will jump with joy. It is lovely, okay? That's what I can say. And I just saw 11, so you have to watch because 11 is so important, there that I wrote 11. Okay, let's see what are the messages. Spirit guides, please give us some messages. What do you need to know? What's happening? You're like a wall. Why are you behaving like a wall? You're quiet, is it? This person is coming towards you. Yeah, you put a shield in front of you. You're like, let me see how they react. I'm not going to talk to them. I feel it's like you're not talking to them. You're miffed, you're angry. Twin flame, maybe you're in a twin flame connection. Maybe you see 222, 111 quite a lot today. Twin flame, very difficult connections. I always say that. So probably that's you want your twin flame to realize something, okay? That's why you're not communicating well with them. They don't want to be seen as vulnerable. Yeah, maybe they don't say things, they try to be, oh, I'm like that, I cannot say this, yeah, I love you, but you know it, trying to be cocky sometimes. Sorry, I'm saying that, but yeah, they're trying to be, okay, I can't say this, I'll be vulnerable if I say too much. They're very like, oh, I'm so, dominating, and like it could be any energy, man, woman, any energy, okay, no gender, but yeah, I'm like this, I'm like a king and I can't say these words. So yeah, don't leave me and go away. You're trying to prove a point, that it doesn't really matter, they can't be like this, they have to show emotions. Maybe this is somebody who's not really good with emotions, or otherwise when they do things, that they really love you. But of course we all want something, more in our life. And yeah, they probably are cold sometimes, or they act cold. And this time you want to tell them that, it doesn't really matter to me, because you are like a wall. You want them to understand something, realize something. You've created a wall. I think it's not them who's created a wall. I didn't get blocked or you something like this, but you want them to understand if things are not right, or if they've done anything, because they don't understand. They take it very casually. They just brush it off. They could be dealing with some kind of an addiction. Maybe you've been telling them, this is not right, let's go to a counselor, or any alcohol problem, or some kind of some problem, and you're like, okay, I want you to be okay. You worried about them and they're like, okay, it's normal, they're not taking it seriously. So you're kind of miffed with their behavior. Look at this, the tower moment. You've got the tower moment, and you're like a wall. Yeah, you want to make them understand this, okay? And they are coming towards you because they don't want you to be mad at them for long. They're going to try and call you and try to see how you're feeling and how you're going to talk to them. A lot of cards just went like this, slipped. Or maybe they're thinking that you'll just slip away like through the fingers, or you're not really you're like sand right now. If they don't improve or they don't listen to you, I think you're trying to tell them something that is good for the relationship or good for them, but they don't listen, okay? So you're like a wall. You're like, okay, tower moment, here it is. I'm still not getting that. It's like a break off or something. I'm not getting that. It's like, you got to understand this, okay? I'm not speaking to you. It's like normally we say, okay, don't call me till you do this, don't call me till you visit a counselor, don't call me till you go to a doctor, because you're not showing yourself to a doctor and I'm worried about you. And and they brush it off like, oh, nothing happens to me. So there's something that's troubling you, okay? They're thinking about you, definitely. They don't like this silence at all. They want to come and say, okay, I will go there, or I'll do this, or I'll try to get over this addiction or something, or I'm sorry for what I did. And yeah, I'll show a little more emotions, or I'll be there more for you. Something they have to say, okay? Don't mess it up, please. Okay. So in your head, you're like, don't mess this thing up, because I don't want to talk to you. You're worrying that you've already told them that I don't want to talk to you, and you're like, don't mess it up, please. Or it could be also that this message seems for both of you. They could be thinking that if they get in touch with you, it's like you won't like it, or it's going to be messed up in some way. Yeah. So, sorry, that's another thing that I'm getting. Don't mess it up. I'm scared to get in touch with you. Yes, you are mad. You are mad at them. Not you're mad, but you're mad. You're like really mad right now for what they've done, And they don't listen, It's like, and you're saying things for their own good. Like you're saying, okay, you should save money, or you should take this job, or you shouldn't drink so much, or you shouldn't drive so fast. Something you tell them, and you shouldn't talk like this, or you should have emotions, why did you do this? But they are not ready to listen, and you're like, okay, I'm not talking to you, bye. X returns. For some of you, X returning, okay, maybe because the tower and the wall, and you're like, okay, I don't want it, I'm not getting a breakup. But it could also be you broke off because all these reasons. Maybe it became too difficult, hard to handle, because sometimes twin flames, it's very difficult. Okay, it's not necessarily this is a twin flame reading. Okay, it is for all of you. And sometimes it's like, for twin flames, it's very difficult. You could be connected, soul connection, where it's difficult to disconnect. There's an attachment, but you definitely care about this person. You want them to know, and you might have even let them go because it was getting difficult for you to handle the situation. Some kind of a situation difficult, handle. So they're returning. It could be an ex, or you could have just given them that tower moment, and they don't know that you are kind of not so serious, but you want to tell them because you had to take the step that I'm not going to talk to you forever if you don't do this. You're trying to make things better, or for the relationship. Definitely, guys. Sorry, I'm shifting so much. I've stopped recording here in this room, not much. So yeah, missing you like crazy. Maybe they're shifting like that. They're getting restless. They're missing you like crazy. Maybe there's their restlessness that's coming out. They want to heave a sigh of relief. Like I said, they want this contact. They want to tell you that they were sorry, or maybe they realized that you were just doing it for them or for the relationship. Oh, look at this, you've got a third party situation, something they had to give up. Yeah, third party situation. Maybe you guys met, maybe they were married, or they were like, okay, I'm divorced, or I'm going to divorce them, but that didn't happen. So there's some kind of a messy situation you got into, or you didn't know about it. They promised, yeah, I'm going to clean this mess up. Maybe that's cleaned their mess up, and now they're scared. You're like a wall. You're like, unless you clean your mess up, or whatever the mess you've made. Like, they could be married, and they when they met you, they're not happy with their marriage and they wanted to divorce, something like that. And this third party situation is also messy, and you had to do this. You had to create a wall, otherwise they were not taking you seriously. Whenever you ask them, whenever you're leaving them, you told me you're getting divorced, or you're already divorced, you didn't tell me the right thing. So you clean up your mess, clean things up in your life, and whatever's going through your head in your life, then come back to me. Maybe that's what you said to them. I can't live without you. Of course this person can't live without you. Let's see what other messages. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Okay, so that message keeps coming up today in both the readings. So they would ask for forgiveness. Definitely they've not done something right. Oh, miss your voice. Why did you say hurtful words? Yeah, some kind of a words were said, and miss your voice. They're beginning to miss your voice. They can't take this for long. Okay, take this separation for long, or this silence for long. It's troubling them. Okay, I got the word shoes, I got the word shirt. I want to take this card up. Maybe you went to a place where it was like all this neon signs, and love also in a neon sign. Karma, look at this, what they did. It's biting them back. It's something to do with a movie. Miss your voice, movie. They would ask you out for a movie or something. Or maybe you said it's not like a movie, okay? Or it's not drama. There's too much drama in your life, and I don't want to be a part of that drama. So too many characters in that drama. So that's what you probably said. Miss your voice. Wow. You definitely had to do that. You had to be a wall. You had to give them the tower moment. Maybe there was a separation. Maybe you wanted them to, understand that's not right. Because they could have just thought you always joking, because it's like the wolf. I'm leaving if you don't do this. And you never left, and you were always there. So you had to do this. Roses. So roses are red, violets are blue. Okay. Little poems that we said. I didn't know I will miss you this much. Yeah, they thought, yeah, they'll come back, she'll come back, he'll come back, whatever gender, doesn't matter. But that wall and that tower, I'm going to say that it did the trick, or whatever you did, that this ain't happening, forever. So now they realize they got to do something about the situation. Go with the flow. This is the word I said in the other channel. Go with the flow. So go with the flow. They will come towards you. Go with the flow. You don't need to do a thing. You've done it. You've done whatever you had to do. I got the word obsessed. Something to do with obsession, obsessed. Yeah, you could have been obsessed with them in the beginning, and every time that's why you were scared, whatever they did, because you were scared they'll leave you. You were totally in awe of them. I didn't treat you right. I'm sorry. You've got soulmates. Remember I said just not twin flames. It could be soulmates, connected soul level, being together in the past life, soulmate. Yeah, this is troubling you. It could be you've been in this relationship for long. I definitely get more than 4 years, 5 years you've been together. And these fights keep on happening, and it kept on happening, but you had to put a lid on this thing, or put a full stop to it. Reading old messages, 1 missed call, 2 messages. Reading old messages, 1 missed call and 2 messages. Great. This was the reading all about today, okay? Communication, and this is it. Maybe you've not heard from them for long, or maybe they're dying to speak to you, maybe they don't know what to say. They have to, clean up the mess, and they will come towards you. I'm getting the word quarter, 1/4. I don't know why, but 1/4 quarter where you're measuring something. You are my everything. I'm getting in touch with you. Yeah, somebody realization dawning upon them. Let's use these spirit animal wisdom cards and see what are the messages. Spirit guides, please give us some messages. I was going to say I saw a peacock, I saw it here, and here it is, peacock, self-love. Time to celebrate you and all your magnificent light. Look at this. And the peacock dances when the rain is going to come, or it's raining. Self-love. You've got brilliant colors. You're beautiful. I feel you have a knack for making people happy when they're sad. They come to you for counseling, or they come to you to talk. You have this knack. You've got a squirrel, spiritual maintenance, be your own caretaker. These cards have been definitely coming out. Maybe September you realize your own value, your own worth, and you work upon yourselves, and you give more time to yourself and take care of yourself more. I'm getting coffee candles, I'm getting coffee, I'm getting orange color. Squirrels is all about nuts, so have your nuts, walnuts and everything. It's good to have a good diet. You're going to hear a knock on your door, or knocking. The monkey, how cute, inner child. Don't take life too seriously. Yeah, you took life too seriously. Be a child, take care of yourself. Do things that you did when you were a little kid. If you miss something, climbing trees, doing whatever that makes you happy. I think this whole thing has made you so serious. This fighting, this relationship, you kind of lost. It's like you feel lost, or you're angry all the time. You forgot being happy. Do those funny little things. You say, oh, I can't do this. I'm not a baby. I'm not a kid. Why should I do this? But you've got to go and do things, whatever you like. You've got Ladybird, exactly the card I got in the other reading today. Luck. All of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. So all of your manifestations, everything has been heard. And we have a frog. Should we take this? Yes. You got stepping into your power. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. See, no more back seat, no more, oh, I'm okay with everything, and it's okay. You're not going to take this shit, okay? Sorry for using that word here, but yes, that's how you would be feeling, that everybody's taking advantage. You're being too nice to people. People just, anybody, they just don't value your time, don't value you. So that's done now, okay? From now onwards, it's just luck. Luck is on your side. It's such a beautiful reading, guys. They're realizing what they did, and that's the most beautiful part, because they realize that they need to step up, okay? And they miss you. They want to be with you. They might take some time coming towards you. Sometime is not like years and years, but they've just realized it. And because you've got calls, messages, communication, and the sorry, and they can't live without you, and all that, So yes, they are thinking about it, and the action's going to happen. Okay, so take care, guys, and I'll be back in another reading soon. Tell me how it is, and do check out the other channel. Bye, guys.